Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, everybody? Just give me a second. I am just getting everything set up here. Market just opened. We are currently dumping. And that seems to be a theme lately. Dump it. Dump it, dump it, dump it. Yeah, we just tagged New York AM low. All right, let me share screen. Good morning, guys. Cool, 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 cool. Everyone see me? Good. Everyone see the charts? Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's get it. So, let me take a look at ES here. I gotta get this marked up quick. ES seems to be holding up a little bit better. We've got London highs up here. Midnight. New York PM highs up here. New York AM lows from yesterday down here. I'm not going to mark that out. I don't care about lunch lows. We're definitely in interesting location here. Just getting this marked up so we can get cleaned up here. Yeah, right in between middle of the range here is what I'm looking at. On ES, on NQ. What's up, Jacob? NQ seems to be weaker already off the rip. Looks like we're down a point, just about a point. Should sweep these New York AM lows, and then possibly, if that's going to be a draw lower for the day, looking to target these relative equal lows down here at 19,555. Yeah, it looks pretty bearish right off the rip, guys. This might be one of those trend days. Hopefully we can get a draw on liquidity that stays open and then trade right into it. I mean, but if this just takes these relative equal lows off the rip, it's going to be pretty annoying. Seems to be a trend. So as you guys can see, higher time frame, I've got marked out here this 4-hour FEG. Came into this 4-hour FEG, swept New York AM highs from Wednesday last week, came up into here, right? V-shaped recovery out of that 4-hour gap now, and now we're starting to head lower. So right now the bulls don't really have much control. They're pretty weak. So I definitely want to lean on the bears as much as we can. That would make the most sense. The issue is, can we get a trade set up into a liquidity draw? Let's see here. 1-hour fair value gap up into here. That's going to get flipped, it looks like, in about 20 minutes. Very bearish off the open. We're going to take these relative equal lows a lot quicker than I thought. How was everybody's night? Did everyone sleep good? Everyone get some good sleep or what? Man, we are just dumping the open, guys. Let's see here. We're down already about 115 points at the open. No model, so really nothing we can do about it just yet. Got work in 45 minutes. I'm trying to get a trade in. Landed last night, back home at 3 a.m. Nice, bro. Nice, nice. Very nice. Three a.m. then have to work this morning. Ouch. Yeah, that does suck, dude. How much would it cost for premium live be? It's gonna be $100 a month. I don't know why it's popping up there. All right, so right now, currently, ES is definitely holding up a little bit better. It just about tapped this 4-hour gap here. It just did tap the gap right now. So want to see some kind of relief out of this area if we're gonna bounce a little bit. Otherwise, it's gonna be very bearish today. Again, tomorrow's FOMC. We may have a light week of actually getting trade setups. I was looking at the schedule, and tomorrow with the FOMC being at 2 o'clock, normally the market in the morning is just absolutely dog water before that release. We do have a trading day tomorrow. Like, I am going to be trading, but I don't know, man, what if we're going to even get setups this week. This is going to be one of those weeks where we might just be rebalancing very aggressively with just no model. But let's see. I mean, look at this. Like, can't do anything about that. Yeah, you can like front run and just short it, but that's not part of my plan or rules. But that's 130 point short, just doing nothing. Could just click short and you guys would have made money. Yeah, this 1 hour gap's gonna get flipped. We're gonna take these 4 hour relative equal lows here now. And then from there, really don't know, man. This daily FEG has held. I'm gonna delete this real quick. This daily FEG has held price up for like 1, 2, 3, 4 times it tested it. If this starts getting aggressive into this area, we're in a daily order block right now, so we're literally inside of the order block. If we flip this order block aggressively, then we are literally going to head down to this magnet down here that I had marked, which is a weekly draw on liquidity, and that would be a bloodbath, honestly. So this is a key level for us to bounce. All right. New York AM lows swept. Relative equal is barely swept. I'd be very hard pressed to believe that we're just gonna V-shape out of here. Let's see what ES wants to do. If we can get some signals here on ES. ES is looking like we're tapping into the 4-hour gap again. We're now inside discount of that range, which I had marked out here. So let's see, man. Any opinion so far? Dude, I literally just was giving my full-blown opinion. Was I not? Pretty much walking you through everything I'm thinking about. You asked the question 5 minutes ago? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Sorry. So I did answer your question without even seeing the question. My B. Yeah, I've got nothing for you guys right now. I've got nothing. This area is going to be a key area to flip out of. That's my opinion. I don't really know if I trust this relative equal low sweep down here. I mean, it barely took it by a tick. I don't trust that for a second. So we might want to take that a little bit deeper. Dig a little bit deeper into these 4-hour lows, these 1-hour lows down here. 4-hour relative equal lows. We're about 15 minutes into market open, so this is when I like to start looking, start hunting. I mean, this right here is gonna make a miniature 1-minute breaker. My trust level on this is like probably like very low. If it just snaps it, I'm gonna mark it if it. I'll delete it. Let me mark it when it actually confirms. But we're just visualizing, right? That's what you guys got to start learning how to do, is visualize the different setups when they're forming. It'll help you a lot. See, like that breaker didn't confirm. It looks like we're just gonna go lower. I don't trust these lows. That's what I'm saying. Let's just grab those a little bit deeper. There it is. Jesus, holy moly. Excuse my language. Yeah, it wasn't ready to go up yet. Just a little 70-point dump. Hey, Jordan, are you in here by any chance? I want to know if you can take a look at the contract volume rollover for June. I want to see what that volume's looking like. I don't believe we're switched to it yet, though. This is just dumping, bro. This is just dumping. Let me see here. March contract still has more volume, yeah. So we're fine on the March contract. We're at like 159,000. Oh, sorry, no, yeah, we're way above on this contract, so we're gonna stick to this contract until it flips. There's different contracts, Abel. They're the same thing, but the volume changes on them. So when the contract starts coming to the expiration date, the volume starts lowering because people switch into the next contract. So currently, right now, we're still on March, and then we'll switch to June. It would be the same thing you see here, but instead of NQH, it'll be NQ. I believe M is the next contract. Yeah, NQM June contract. Hey guys, I appreciate the questions and everything, but this is a actual live trading room. I really don't like answering questions in the middle of price action. Again, this is my full-time job, so I'm literally letting you guys sit in on what I do to make money. So the best time to Q&A would probably be after market or yeah, after market. I've got to think, I've got to do a lot of other things. I can't focus on too many questions right now. I want to make sure that we're making money. That is the most important piece to this puzzle. Exactly. This is work hour. Think of this as literally my work. So like there's 188 people sitting in watching my work. I don't mind answering questions after hours, but during my work hours, let's lock in. And I think everybody would appreciate that too. Take your 188 kids to work day. Oh man, what do they call that when they do that with their parents that come in for work day? Oh my god, what am I gonna say? What's that called? I forget what it's called. Career day? Yeah, it's something like that where like the parents come in, something like that. Yeah, career day. Bring your kid to work. I'm gonna come in there and I'm gonna explain what I do. So, class. I wait for a liquidity sweep on a higher time frame into a higher time frame for a value gap. Then I look for a V-shaped recovery and manipulation outside of that V-shaped recovery. Then I look for an inverted fair value gap. Once the inverted fair value gap confirms, I wait for a pullback into the gap. Then I take a short position, put my stop loss above the swing high, TPs at my liquidity lows, and then I let the trade do its thing. Can you imagine? Bro, they'd kick me out. Can you imagine the kids' faces? And after that, I'm pretty much done. And then I go to the gym and that's it. Sayonara. All right. We got a 1 minute gap here, 5 minute gap here. So many gaps on the way down. I really want to see if we're going to start flipping, we got to start disrespecting aggressively to the upside. Um, Then I'm done by 9:30. It's okay, darling. I'm a volunteer firefighter. I thought that was I thought that was a real call for today. Yeah, no. There's nothing we can do just yet, fellas. Is this a 4-hour breaker formation? No. So, yeah, no. Oh, you're talking about this right here. Oh, yeah, you might. I was looking up here at the swing high, but yeah, you could call this the breaker, but you're gonna need yeah, we would need this to close in about 8.5 minutes below that level. This would be a change in the state of delivery. So yeah, that would be a 4-hour breaker. It's not the cleanest, right? So you have the high, low, higher high. This would be the new lower low here. It's not the cleanest. Honestly, this 1 hour breaker here looks cleaner to me. Here's your high, low, higher, high. But then it was like weird displacement. But possibility. Many possibilities. Man, what the heck, guys? Are we back into the market cycle where we can just blind short this stuff? Like, damn. 197 points. We would have been. Sheesh. Sheesh. We would have been making some bread today, chat. Bread and butter. All right, man. Where's it? Where's our draw now? If we just keep ripping lower, guys, then we're gonna start looking at these lows down here. Thursday, March 13th. Yeah, these are. I'm just gonna mark these as relative equals. Yeah, 1 hour looks good down there. We do have a little bit of liquidity down here too. Let me check that out on the 15-minute. Yeah, there's a good pool down here. Just gonna mark this as our sell side relative equal those higher time frame targets here. Sell side down here. There's a little liquidity over here too. We've got some pool. We definitely have some draws lower. What I want to do now, chat, though, this is the way I'm going to trade this. I'm going to wait for a 15-minute gap formation, which is coming up in 6 minutes. And then we can play something off that gap. If that gap is going to hold us down, this gap into here. I don't know why I can't. There we go. I'll wait for this gap to form. Right? Mark it as a 15-minute gap. Let price come back into there. Show signs of weakness, short. Or we flip it. So that's going to be the game plan. Everyone get on board. Yeah, I like the 15-minute gap lining up with that 1 hour breaker and that 4 hour breaker. I'll mark the breakers once we close. But right now, it's just let this thing do its thing. Let price just chill. I'm not going to do anything in this range here. We would need a pullback to get into shorts. We're getting into premium. We're getting into discount. I would like to get back up to premium inside the 1 hour gap. So maybe come back up into here and test that. Where does this line up here? 650. Yeah, that'd be beautiful, honestly, if we can get something back up into here. Take this short. That's definitely the game plan. 5-minute breaker formed just now. Where? I don't see a 5-minute breaker, Gray. I'm on NQH still. NQH is the contract everyone should still be on. The volume's higher on NQH. So, just to give you guys a little tip, if you go to cmegroup.com, you'll see the contracts here. You can see the March contract currently has higher volume by almost 80-something thousand, 70-something thousand. So we stay on this contract until this contract has more volume. So don't be on June. Stay on March. Oh, 1 minute. Yeah. 1 minute breaker. Yeah. I mean, assuming you're talking about this little breaker here. I don't really want to trade a 1 minute breaker, to be honest with you. It's too you guys can use it, but I'm not going to. relative equal lows down here, so this looks so obvious. So remember yesterday I was talking about engineered lows. Here's relative equal lows on the 1 minute now. This definitely gets tagged lower. When you're trending like that, like scalpers love to take trades where it's relative equal lows, and you just take the pullback and then boom, you're already done. That's 23 points right there to that low. Yeah, we are just trending lower, man. Damn, there's like there's no model. There's nothing here for us. There's nothing here for us, boys and girls. On Top Step, it automatically put me on June contracts. Oh, you're right, dude. You're right. I see it right here. What the? Wait a second. That's actual bullshit. Can I switch? NQH. Wow. Yeah, you're right, dude. Top Step has switched everyone to NQM. That's not right. We haven't basically exceeded the volume. That's really messed up. Why would they do that? Yeah, you're right about that. NQM is the current contract on Top Step, and I can't even search NQH. So if you guys are with Tradeovate and the other brokers, you'll be able to just stay on NQH. But Top Step X has us on NQM. Very interesting. Very interesting. Huh. When you open Tradeovate, it tells you there's more volume on the new one? Really? Why am I seeing directly from CME that there's not more volume on the new one? Unless I am delayed. No, March still has more volume. Where's Jordan at, bro? He literally works for the CME. Like, he's in here somewhere. He could tell us. I mean, if Top Step has us on NQM right now, I don't want to be looking at NQH. That's very annoying. So I'm gonna have to rechart my entire thing now. Makes zero sense though. We have not flipped the volume. I don't know why Top Step would do that, and Tradeovate's saying the same thing. Hmm. Is only giving you NQ1. Really weird, bro. So annoying. I don't understand why we're on June. I'm on CME. NQM has more volume. What am I looking at? I'm looking right here at the contract. Total volume right now. NQM. NQM. NQ. 166. It's very, very weird to me. I don't know why that they're showing me a different data. Well, if Top Step rolled over, then I'm gonna have to switch because I makes no sense for me sitting at looking at NQH guys. So I'm gonna. It's really so stupid, bro. Was there an update 30 minutes ago? Can you send that to me? Oh, all right. Yeah, I must have missed the update. All right, guys, I'm gonna roll over. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. I didn't expect to do that today. I was gonna roll over tomorrow. Volume was apparently higher here, so. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. Normally you can switch your contract when the volume switches and you can just kind of switch it. So I'm gonna have to remark up this whole chart now, which is a pain in my ass. Give me a second, guys. Everyone should be doing the same thing I'm doing now. I'm gonna add this contract to the chart. We're gonna go ahead and delete NQH. So annoying. Yeah, we're getting completely different prices, obviously. NQH, NQM. So this is why I didn't switch over. March is still apparently at 584. June is at 508. Makes 0 sense why we're switching. I'm a little confused. 173 right here. Says, oh, this does say yesterday. You're right. It's delayed. So what is today? Whatever. I'm just gonna switch it. I don't really care. Yeah, there is no option to switch over in trading. You have to manually do all this over. So you guys can just follow along with me here. We're gonna add June contracts to the list here. So it's gonna be ESM and NQM being added. It's really a pain in the ass. So while price is allowing us to do absolutely nothing today, we can just get this done real quick. All right, that looks good. Now I got to change my micro contracts too. MNQ, June contract. Add it to the list. MES, June contract. Add it to the list. Okay. All right, get that out of here. Get this out of here. All right, NQM, we're back. I'm gonna have to remark this up real quick. It's actually really annoying that I shouldn't have deleted that. Whatever. Gotta do things on the fly today, chat. All trading's all about. All right, so we got London. We have some old London lows down here. I'm just gonna mark this as sell side. And then we have, where are those 1 hour lows? Okay, those are actually down here. Yeah, it's so annoying redoing everything on the charts, bro. It's annoying. There should be a better way to like transfer over. Instead of having to do it this way. Gotta like remark up the entire chart. Just a pain in my ass, but it is what it is. So we took this low out too, right? This is gonna be New York AM low from Friday. Yeah, it's just annoying. It's just annoying, and honestly, I didn't expect to switch today because the CME website was showing, I guess, volume from yesterday. So that's on me for not figuring that out. I have to actually make an announcement in the chat. We are switching over to June contract now. Please add NQM5. All right. I'm gonna get this marked up real quick now too. 8:30 opening price. Midnight opening price. London relative equal highs up here. Swept New York AM lows from the other day. Currently looking like we are in middle of no man's land on both of these right now. London low from Monday, March 17th is open down here too. Looks like we're leaning lower. That 15-minute gap I was looking for though, chat, we're not getting a retrace back up there yet. That's a big gap that I'm very interested in trading out of. I'm really not interested in shorting these bottom lows down here. It's too much of a discount. So up into here would make more sense. That would also correspond with a 1 hour fair value gap that's inverted now. So we have an inverted fair value gap here. Want to see that price come back up into here in this region and give us discount of that range, that dealing range we're in right now. Something up into here would be nice. So let's see what price wants to do here. We did take New York AM low, so we have swept liquidity down here. We have left London high, swept AM low, still have liquidity lower. But it may not be relevant liquidity, honestly. I mean, we have some triple lows down here. Oh boy. Another day in the office, chat. Another day in the office. Do 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 do. All right, chat. We've been here 40 minutes. We're starting to get a consolidation after taking that New York AM low from Friday. So let's see, man. Let's see what this market wants to do here. There is a little breaker block in here. Just going to notate that for my breaker block people that want to get active on breakers. There's one right there for you. Is it possible to delete blown accounts? I think they delete by themselves, dude. Or you just have to cancel your subscription. Or you can just message support. Yeah, I mean, would be nice if this breaker ends up working and gets back up into here so we can short it. I'm not interested in longing this price action right now, but this is a high risk breaker right here. And I'm not going to trade it. Definitely like a counter trend trade, which would you'd be basically playing the breaker back up to the gap here. Can work, but it's high risk. It's high risk, and I'm just going to follow the trend. Trend's telling me lower. So I'd rather wait for that 15-minute gap to get tapped into, and then we can try to look for shorts down into more liquidity. Because this market right now, last couple weeks, every pullback is just basically sold right off. I'd rather just be shorting right now. Looking for short models over looking for long models. Makes more sense. We're in line with pretty much everything going on. You know, 1 hour trends lower, 4 hour trends lower. 15-minute trends lower. I want to get in. I want to get on that trend. That's why I say the trend is your friend. Hey man, yeah, I'm not going to explain what a breaker is right now. We're in the middle of trading hours. That's something that will be done in a Q&A session. I don't want to give you a half-assed answer. You know, in the middle of my work hour. I'd really like to answer a question for you. But if you really want to know what a breaker is, just go on my YouTube or my TikTok, and I've got a million videos on it. See why I said this is a high risk breaker? It really holds no weight for me. I'm putting it on the chart for you guys, but a 1 minute bottom of the barrel breaker here, it's not strong. It's high risk. And now it's failing. So that's why we gotta stay in line with the trend. Thank you, Experiment, for posting that. Yeah, guys, we have to be aware. I mean, honestly, this isn't low probability conditions right now. The trend's pretty obvious. Low probability conditions is when we're chopping and chopping going nowhere. Like something like this is low probability conditions. But this is pretty good price action. We're delivering to the downside. At least it's giving us a visible idea of where it wants to go. When we're in like low probability, I have no clue where it wants to go. And it's just like chopping. We have had an opening range breakout, but we have not had a setup for us to trade. So wouldn't really say it's low probability. It's just there's no model. Can someone answer this kid why live trading is not working? I don't know, man. You're in the live trading section right now, so you're asking a question inside of the live trading. So I'm not sure why it's not working for you, brother. You gotta click on the screen to see what's going on. Yeah, it's. I mean, I'm in the same boat as KWT. I think the direction is clear. It's just matter of getting into a short model. So for me, it's going to be this 15-minute gap. So if I don't get a pullback into this 15-minute gap at some point today, like during my session, then I'll just call it and wait for a setup. Tomorrow's going to be tricky though, guys. Honestly, I might not even trade. I didn't realize tomorrow's FOMC at 2 o'clock. The morning session is going to be absolutely terrible. It's gonna chop and low. That's gonna be low probability until that news release happens at 2. That's a big news release. I mean, we can, I guess, hop on and see what's gonna happen, but yeah, it's at 2 o'clock, and then 2:30 is like the big press conference. So morning price action this week's pretty weird. Like today, we have no news. We have nothing driving the market. And then tomorrow we've got a big news release in the afternoon, and like the morning session is notoriously like horrendous. So this might be a light week of trading for us, man, which is, it is what it is, but let's see what next week looks like. Yeah, next week's got some more folders, some more action. Could be a little bit more opportunities. It is a tough week to end the last week for you. Yeah, it is. But I mean, you guys have basically seen what you're getting inside of the live trading, the analysis, the breakdowns. We've been doing this free since December 13th, actually. We just passed 2 months. December, January, February, March. No, almost 3 months. December 13th, January, February. Yeah, 3 months, man. That went fast. Hi, PJ. Follow Top Step TV. If you do the opposite of what they show you, go in gain. Oh, I don't follow anybody, bro. I don't really care what any of those guys do. Those guys are pretty bad traders. I've seen them trade before. Top Step TV guys. Yeah. Not my cup of tea. Another thing, like, I really recommend you guys, if you're gonna stick to like a mentor, then stick to them. Don't like flop around from person to person. You know, like if you're gonna trade with me 100% and learn 100%. Don't like trade with me and then try to add in somebody else's ideas into what I already do. It's just, that's never gonna work. I've been here since December. Don't up the rates on me. Oh man, the rates are going up, bro. The inflation is rising. The rates are going up March 24th. Sorry, man. I gotta stay in line with the market. I know, Christian. I know you're joking. I'm just giving everyone advice. Like, don't try to pick and choose. Like, just in my experience, like I've done that before. I've been in like, you know, people's shoes where you're like trying to find like someone that you can relate to and trade with and trade like, and you like their style. And you try to do what they're doing and then do whatever you want to do and then add in something else you learned. Like, it just doesn't work well that way. So the more that we sit here and do nothing, the more we do start to slowly move into low probability trading conditions. To someone's point earlier, we are starting to get to that point right now where this is starting to become lower and lower probability. Especially after we took this low here and now we're kind of hovering. Would really love to see this market give us an opportunity to short into it, but it does start getting lower and lower probability the more that we start chopping and slicing and not truly displacing anymore. Again, you guys got to become like a student of fundamentals. When we have fundamentals like this sitting in the balance tomorrow at 2 o'clock, I expect the market to really start to manipulate now. Because it's not, if you think about it like this, it's not going to want to do a huge move today because this is saying, this is waiting in the balance. Like this is a massive news release for the month. So you got to kind of play, like, think of like writing a script to a movie. Like the market, it's Monday and Tuesday, you know, it's done, you know, whatever, it's done. And then like the finale is tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So where, like, you got to kind of think like a movie director, like where do they want to paint this picture? Tomorrow is where they're going to paint it. That's going to be a big paint. That's where you're going to see what the picture is going to be. Right. So today, we're just literally waiting. Like we kind of don't have an opportunity to trade it. and we've been waiting for this to be like our driver for the week. So basically we're waiting for the big finish. Yeah, basically we're waiting for some kind of news release to send us in either lower or higher. And this is going to be a big news release. Federal fund rates, FOMC is like notoriously one of the most volatile news releases of the month. I mean, that and probably like NFP. So I teach a lot of technicals here. I teach a lot of, how to trade technicals. But if you don't understand the fundamental picture, then a lot of this stuff won't make sense. But once you start building both of these ideas into your trading, that's when you can kind of identify, okay, this is low probability because we've got this coming tomorrow with no news today. It's like Pictionary. Exactly. Let the market paint the picture, then we hop in and we then, start to put together our trading ideas. Yeah, we're doing the same thing on ES and NQ right now. It's not looking too fun. No SMTs. Don't call an SMT out. I'll ban you. I'm just kidding. But yeah, there's no SMTs at these lows, so don't get excited. Both of them did exactly the same thing. I don't want to hear an SMT call out. Oh, man. Oh, that's cool, Mo. I'll have to check that out. PJ, it's 1:24 a.m. here. Should I stay around and wait for a setup or go to bed? I don't know, man. It's your life. At this point right now, I would probably say get some sleep. Nothing to be excited about at this point. The only thing that I'm interested in is this gap here. But the more that we start slowing down and coming back up into this gap, we're really going to have to see like clean ass setup inside of here to take this lower, because we're really starting to slow down, which is what I don't want to see if we're going to try to short something, right? Kind of slowing down. So the probability, like I said, lower probability conditions. PA actually is tough. PA is terrible, man. I discovered you on TikTok. Excellent work. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming into the stream and saying that. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna plug the premium since everyone asked me about it. Yes, the channel is moving into premium March 24th. I'm gonna have a plethora of things that are gonna be offered in there. Obviously, live trading will be the 100% draw, which is what we're doing now. So live trading, trade analysis and reviews will be exclusive to premium. So whatever we take will be sent to premium only, with trade recaps. Also, we'll be doing 2 times a month classes with the group. That'll be like a monthly thing where every question can get answered. So instead of asking them here, you can ask them in the course, excuse me, in the class. Also, I'll have the mentorship will still be available. That's like more of a personalized one-on-one thing. That'll be available, but it'll be very like limited. I also put a course together. It's not like a full-blown course. It's called the PJ Trade Starter Crash Course. The course is literally 1 hour, no fluff, no BS. It gets you guys set up for live trading. So your charts will match mine, the exact settings I use for my charts, my indicators, overnight highs and lows, all that stuff explained inside the course. And then a very brief introduction to inverted fair value gaps, the model that I trade the most, inside of the Discord. So basically it's an hour course to get you guys prepped and ready. I've noticed a lot of Discord channels don't do anything like that. So I'm like, you know what? I want to make sure everyone's ready to trade. So you guys, the premium will have that 1 hour course, and there's a lot of value in there too. I don't want to give away too much of it, but it's just a very quick course. It's not something I'm selling. It's included in the Discord package. So yeah, classes twice a month, 1 hour crash course, live trading, live trade review, recap, analysis, prop firm guidance, and then exclusive to premium members, you guys will be entered. So when you sign up, okay, I'm going to tell you this now, and then I have another surprise, but I don't want to give it away. Anybody that signs up for premium will be automatically entered into a 50K starter plus giveaway with my funded futures. Okay, I have a lot of accounts to give away, and that's going to be something that premium members get access to only. So not only are you getting all that value, you get entered automatically into winning free accounts. Okay, so yeah, I talked to Dennis over at My Fund of Futures yesterday. He hooked up the channel with a bunch of accounts. So yeah, you guys will get automatically entered into that, which is, I think, awesome value at that point. I mean, you're getting $100 membership that includes all that, plus you're getting an opportunity to win free accounts, and we have like a bunch of them. So pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Trying to make it a unique experience. So yeah, we'll have the starter plus plans with My Fund of Futures. You'll be automatically entered into the giveaway. And then I don't want to give away another surprise, but I'll announce that a little bit later once things are up and running. Yeah, lifetime is going to be offered too, guys. Lifetime, I'll have one option for lifetime. It'll be $2,000 one-time fee, and you're in for life. So, a lot of people like the lifetime option. You do save a lot of money over the course of, you know, a year. I mean, basically, you have the option to do monthly, or you can do the yearly option. Peter, where have you been my whole life? Dude, I've been grinding in the trenches, bro. I've been solo dolo trading since 2016 by myself. You guys realize that I've been trading 9 years. I never even went on the internet. Like, that was not my thing. It's like posting content. And then my wife just kind of gave me the idea. She's like, why don't you start posting what you do? Like, you're really good at it. I was like, all right. And we started posting on TikTok, and look what happened on TikTok. We're at like 80,000 followers in like 2 months. So pretty crazy how this stuff happens, you know? And I enjoy it, man. I've realized that I enjoy it more than I ever would have thought. Actually working with people, getting to know people, the mentorship. I've met so many great people from all over the world, dude. I've worked with people that are retired. I've worked with kids that are teenagers trying to learn trading. I've worked with stay-at-home moms with kids. Like, it's been fun. Ugh. 2016, I haven't heard that number in years. I'm old, guys. I'm old. I'm 35 years old, man. This is you know, this is what I do. You know, it's full circle when you meet your wife through trading. Okay, so I came across your gaming content. Yeah, man, I used to do gaming too. That was like a side gig for me. I have a big gaming page. I don't really game anymore or play it, but yeah, we grew that. I was a Twitch partner playing video games, if you guys can believe that. I was partnered on Twitch. I would stream every night. Trade in the morning. I mean, dude, I had hobbies because with trading, you're done trading most of the days by 11:30, 12. So I made a gaming page and that did really well for a while. I had a lot of fun doing that. But then I was like, you know what? Let's do trading education. Let's see what the market looks like. See if I can meet some cool people. You played R6. I did, yeah, I did. I still do play with my buddies, like, and stuff. I think I'll always play until I'm like 80 years old. If the game's still around. Oh, man, I love that game, bro. I think it's the best first-person shooter ever made. It's the only reason I'm here, professional with great detailed nerdy ICT. Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm a mature adult at this point. Like trading's my job. I want the environment to be professional. I want other people to feel comfortable. And you know, I think that's what people are really attracted to, right? It's like there's a lot of these kids out there that are, you know, God bless them, but they're raunchy, they curse, they do weird things. I'm not going to name any names, but I'm not hating on anybody, but I think there's obviously there's a place for everybody. Like some people like that content, some people don't, right? And it depends on what you like to do, like what you're more attracted to. Unk goes crazy on R6. Dude, I am pretty nasty at R6. I'm like a 7-time champion, like 9-time diamond. I've been playing that game since 2016. When I started trading, all right, here's the story. I'm going to give you guys a crazy, you're going to die at this story. When R6 came out in 2016, I started playing it. That was around the same time I started trading Forex in 2016. I was trading the London Open of Forex in 2016. So that's 3 a.m. East Coast time. I would stream from about 10 p.m. R6 to about 2 in the morning every night. And then I would go and I would trade Forex at 3 in the morning and I would stay up till like 10. My whole sleep schedule messed up, but that's what I used to do, bro. I did that for like 4 years straight. R6 stream straight into trading Forex. How crazy is that? And then I would trade from Forex from 3 to about 9, 10 a.m. and then sleep all day, man. It was a horrible lifestyle, horrible schedule. Horrible lifestyle, horrible schedule, bro. I was literally like a nocturnal. I didn't see light. And man, I was in the trenches for 4 years doing that, dude. I had my biggest trade ever in Forex, so I will say Forex has, it's probably the one thing I'll say that I could take home with me is that I made $20,000 on an AUD USD short trade. And I remember I was like, oof, man, I was up all night, day. Like I was up for like 24 hours straight watching that trade play out. Premium includes squatting up in Rs. Yo, I'm down, bro. Actually, I played with one of the mentors, Jacob. Is Jacob in here? So Jacob's like, bro, I play R6. Like, bro, you don't know about me at R6. So I get done with the mentorship with him. And then somehow he started talking and I'm like, bro, and we talked about R6. I'm like, let's play. And he's like, nah, you're joking. I'm like, nah, let's play. I'm like, I'm good. I'm legit. And I'm like, I'm going to carry you. I come in, I drop like 8 kills, 2 deaths or something. And he's like, no way, my mentor's carrying me right now. It was so funny. He's like a young kid, and here I am, 35 years old, just carrying his ass. He was like, there's no way Unk's carrying me. Is premium the one-on-one mentorship? No, it's different. The one-on-one mentorship is always going to be separate. That is a more personalized one-on-one approach to really dial in what you guys are doing. Premium's different. Premium is live trading like you're seeing here today. Well, there is no live trading today because, guys, look at this. God. Anyway, premium's live trading, trade reviews, trade analysis, 2 classes a month with the group. Prop firm giveaways for free accounts. You'll automatically be entered into the prop firm giveaways when you sign up for premium. So great value right there. My Fund of Futures giveaways and Tradeify, the two best firms besides TopStep who doesn't do that stuff. But yeah, so much value. There was something else I was missing too. Anyway, I'll have a whole video laid out and everything explaining what you guys get in that. And we'll announce it on Discord. If I don't get the premium, I still be able to get the one-on-one? Yeah, you guys can buy whatever you want, man. I don't know if I'm going to release the one-on-one though anytime soon. I think I'm going to be pretty busy with premium. The one-on-one mentorship. So, dude, let me just say this. If you guys want to do the mentorship, it sells out really fast. I'm not even trying to be a salesy, but like I posted it last time and in about 8 minutes, it was sold out. So that people want that one-on-one mentoring where I can like be like, hey, what are you doing wrong? What are you doing right? Let me see what's going on. Like it's a more personalized approach. But the premium, you're going to get that the classes and the live trading as well. I mean, that's, in my opinion, you learn the most watching someone trade live and trading with them side by side. Dude, I'm down to get the R6 squad going, bro. Bro, premium R6 squad? Wow, dude. If we can get a 5 stack of R6 players, I'm totally... I'm down. That sounds like so much fun. Can you imagine? Can you imagine getting ran by the entire stack of trading ICT nerds? Oh man, we should make a squad. Timing for premium group will be every day 9:30. So it's going to depend highly on the news schedule, guys. That's why I say that I don't just say I'm going to trade every day, because that's obviously baloney and we don't need to be trading every day to make good money. My trading revolves around the schedule. So like if there's a day where I shouldn't be trading because of high impact news release, like let's say like tomorrow or NFP or something like that, then you guys will get notified in the stream schedule what's the plan. But most days we'll be live 9:30. Yes, but I always focus around the stream around the news events. All right, we're starting to pull back here finally. This is so slow, man. I want to see a move up into this gap. I mean, that's the only option we have. This 15-minute gap is the only thing I'm interested in. Couple gaps of interest here. This 1 minute gap and the 15-minute gap. Okay, dude, what? Couple gaps of interest. If we flip this 1 minute gap aggressively, it's gonna get tricky, guys. Honestly, I'm telling you right now. This is gonna start to get tricky for us. This is why I'm not really liking. So here's how I think, right? We sold off aggressively at the open. Okay, we sold off aggressively. 256 point sell off. Now, the more that we don't start displacing right away, the more that this gets tricky coming back into range, especially with this sitting looming tomorrow at 2. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would rather not take a trade today because it's going to get difficult inside this area. Because we took New York AM low. If we flip this 1 minute and then start dicing around in this 15-minute, but we don't truly come back out of it, I can make a case for this going up into London high. Now, does that happen today? I don't know. But I can see this ending up being an inside day. When I say inside day, that means the market displaces lower and then we sit inside. We don't go anywhere else. So you got to be able to identify high probability and low probability conditions. We are moving closer and closer into being a low probability trading condition for us. And that's not when I want to take a trade. I want you guys to realize that. I don't want you to think, oh, Paul's just not taking a trade. No, like I'm literally not taking a trade. One, to save us money. And two, to be trading a high probability setup. This right now is going to get, I'm telling you right now, it's going to get very tricky because the draw on liquidity now is going to, it's, if we don't displace out of this 15-minute aggressively, I can see us chopping. So you guys got to understand that I'm not just trying to sit here and yap all morning. I've had multiple market cycles of watching this shit. This is what the market tends to do, especially a day before a major news release. Is a unicorn entry model available while there is a breaker but no fair value gap? No, a unicorn entry model would have to have a fair value gap inside the breaker for it to be unicorn. At that point, it would just be a breaker. Yeah, saving capital is literally part of the business. That's why I think I'm really good at, and that's what really kind of I think took my exploded my trading when I was able to identify low probability versus high probability and save capital. In my early career, I'd be trading all this junk here, and we'd be getting chopped to hell, and I'd be losing my account. See, now this is interesting. This is interesting. We came into a 1 minute gap, just inverted. That to me gets a little interesting for like an idea to short. But like us leaving this 15-minute here, it rubs me the wrong way. I've seen this before where it's trying to induce you into a short here, which might end up working. But them leaving this 15-minute gap here, it's hard for me wanting to take this short. This 15-minute gap here could be a breakaway gap, but more often than not, the market will rebalance it by like at some point. So us getting into a short here might look tempting. I just rather the 15-minute gap get filled first. You shorted it? Yeah, man. Like I said, this gets me a little excited to take a short. But doesn't get me too excited. And it could work. 100% could work. And it is working. You're probably already done with the trade. That was a free 46 points. But to me, that 15-minute gap sitting above it, that's probably going to be the higher probability trade setup and probably the quicker short. Whereas this one might be a little dicey. Yeah, it's just a tricky area, Rue. That's why I'm not too excited about taking the short just yet. Tricky area, for sure. We could have scalped like 40-something points, but... Ugh. Whatever happened with the monitor? Oh, dude, it blew up. It died. A $1,200 monitor, bro. It just never worked. I had the tech come. The tech replaced the motherboard. And then the tech said the motherboard was fine. It's your panel. And then he's like, I could replace the panel, but it would be $1,200. I'm like, dude, that's what I paid for a new one. Like, kick rocks. So now I have I've got a good setup now. It's fine. I honestly don't miss the OLED anymore, man. The OLED was kind of finicky and annoying me. Switching between HDMI and DisplayPort to go from PlayStation to the PC, there's just always bugs. Oh man, this is some painful price, guys. Hey Mo, I'll see you, bro. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging around. Unfortunately, price is just not interesting today, Mo. Good for you to call it. I'll probably be calling it soon if we don't get up into that 15-minute gap. I'm really not gonna be interested in taking a short down here. Like at all. I mean, the draw seems lower. I just don't know if we're going to get any type of setup today. This is probably the only idea that would have worked. Kick rocks. Nah, man, that's like a big thing in Jersey. People say it all the time. I have a doctor appointment today at 2 o'clock. Got to get some things done. Yeah, man, I just don't like them leaving that. I don't like them leaving this gap up here. The higher probability trade setup, chat, is inside the 15-minute gap. I hope you understand why I'm saying that. We haven't rebalanced. The only thing that we rebalanced is this 5-minute gap here. But we left this up here. It's, yeah. The pullback's the only play that I'm interested in for shorts into this 15-minute gap. If we just displace out of here lower, I mean, GG's, AM sessions chalked. I won't have an idea. Or no trade setup for me. Thanks for mentioning the short scalp. Hey, man. You're welcome. Like I said, this easily could have worked. Came into a 1-minute gap here. Failed. Inversion. Definitely, you know, it works. It makes sense. It's just hard for me to want to get in with that 15-minute gap looming above. And I really don't like the way that we're like displacing either. It's not really clean. I honestly, truly believe they're going to take that 15-minute gap. I will put money on that 15-minute gap getting slapped. Who wants to put money on that? Oh, man. $2 billion? I have strong conviction that 15-minute gap is not going to be unmitigated. Especially with them holding it over here in a holding pattern. Why not look for a long setup into the gap? Because it's counter trend trading. I don't want to be on that side of the long revert. I mean, the 5 minutes bearish, the 15 minutes bearish, the 30 minutes bearish, the 1 hour's bearish, the 1 minute is in consolidation, the 2 minutes in consolidation. There's no time frame alignment, right? So the higher probability trade is going to be waiting for this area to get tagged to look for a short. You follow what I'm saying? When my higher time frames are telling me short and then my lower time frame is a counter trend trade long, it's a lower probability idea up into the gap. Yeah, we could get the gap, but why would I want to risk it when this right here could literally just fail? It doesn't make sense. I want to be in line with trend. That's when these models, guys, just to answer that question, these models have very high strike rates when you can trade them within trend. When they're counter trend trades, they do work. Don't get me wrong, but they're very, very high probability when they're within trend. I like to get in line with trend. That's why my win rate is so high. I have like a 68% win rate. It's because I like to trade them within the trend the market's telling me for that session. Because the 4-hour open price looks like it's an accumulation, then manipulation will happen. That will go to the 15-minute fair value. Then, of course, the distribution is going lower, just my observation. Yeah, I mean, we're really respecting every single bearish gap here. I'm telling you guys, if you want to take scalp trades, you can be doing stuff like that inversion and this right here. I'm really not looking for that today. I'm looking for a good one and done type winner. But I don't have high expectations because we have zero news and this is starting to just accumulate into a consolidation pattern. Not every day is going to be a day we take a trade. Not every day. Capital preservation. That is an art in itself. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It might be time to call it. There's nothing for us to trade off of down here, number one. There's no like, I haven't filled a higher time frame gap. Oh, wait a second. Can we fill a time? Hold on. How come every time I talk, the market does something? I mean, listen, here's the truth. We haven't filled a higher time frame gap yet. I do not want to take a trade without filling a higher time frame gap, which is going to be this 15-minute. This is taking forever. We're already at 1056. We're inside of the 1050 macro. I think we give it to 1110. If we don't get anything up into that area, I think we just call it. It's going to get too late into the session to want to take a trade. The closer we get to lunch, the more I just don't want to be involved in PA. So, yeah, this is crap. Nothing you guys want to be trading inside this. It's like when you start to leave a slot at the casino, it hits the bonus. Do you recommend Take Profit 50K account? I've heard good things about them. We're affiliated with them. People have been getting paid out with them. I would rather see you buy a My Fund of Futures account or a Tradeify account over Take Profit or Top Step, obviously. Take Profit would probably be my last. They're probably like the last place I would buy. Not to say like they're not good or anything. I just think there's better options. And I'm a little hesitant with them for some reason. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the website design, the software, their model seems a little bit too good to be true. And with Fast Track Trading doing something similar a couple months back, they ended up rug pulling their entire community. I don't know. I'd rather see you purchase one of the big three. Top Step, MyFunner Futures, Tradeify. Code PJ, obviously. Yeah, Tradeify, that Tradeify account being $90 all in, guys, for what they offer with end of day trailing, I really don't think you can beat that. The closest is the $97 starter account on MyFunner Futures. In my opinion, it's between those two. No, Tradeify doesn't have the 20% consistency rule, only on straight to funded accounts. If you get the other, if you get the advanced account, I believe, or growth, which one is it? The Tradeify growth account has end of day drawdown. It's $90 eval all in. So if you go over to the hashtag, if you go over to the prop firm channel inside the Discord, you can read all the different accounts right now out the 50K best accounts. The Tradeify growth account does not have 20% consistency rule. The only account that has that is the straight to fundeds. If I have the money, what do you prefer, MyFunner Futures Expert or Starter? If you have the money, I prefer the Expert account if you're a good trader. Because that account has like no limitations. Yeah, Expert account has... So the only thing about the Expert account, guys, is that you have to make $4,000 instead of $3,000 on most accounts. Just make sure you know that. You can pass it in one trade though, 2 trades, whatever. But you have to make 4K on the experts instead of 3K on the starters. That's probably like the main difference. Yeah, this is just, you see what I'm saying, guys? This is why, like, yeah, this worked, but look what we're doing. There's no displacement. There's, I know why there's no displacement. It's because they didn't take any liquidity. They didn't take nothing here. Took a little bit of liquidity here, a little bit here. There's not enough for it to continue lower. All right, guys, I'm going to call it in 10 minutes. I'm going to let this macro play out, 11:10 macro. If we don't get anything, I'm calling it. 11:10 macro, and that's it. This is absolutely putrid price action. Did I not say it was going to be literally end up being an inside day after the breakout? Like, just look at the news for guidance, figure out the schedule. They have no news today. They have a massive news event tomorrow. They dumped the market 250 points, and now we're sideways. Like, that is what you guys got to start understanding. That is going to save you so much money. And it's going to tip you from being unprofitable to profitable. Just being able to do that right there. Do I ever trade the PM session? I rarely trade the PM session. It's just not for me. It doesn't fit my lifestyle. It doesn't fit my life. AM's my bread and butter, so I stick to it. I know how it moves. I know how it opens. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If we see the gap filled later in the session, should we look for a short once it wicks inside? I would definitely see what the market wants to do inside that 50-minute gap. If it gets to it today. I would look for some kind of inversion set up inside there, a rejection, something. If it doesn't get there, then it doesn't, then GG's. The market just going to dip lower. Which is what it looks like it wants to do. But very rarely, I'm gonna make a point of this. Very rarely do you see a market dump this low and then not come in at least and rebalance that to dip lower. So this is interesting that we're doing this right now. There was multiple opportunities to short this here. I just can't pull the trigger being this much of a discount without being that 50-minute gap getting tagged. This trade ends up working out, man. GG's. So if anyone that took that inversion, you would be up about 97 points right now. Might be the first day I don't trade in weeks. Dude, that is going to be a rewarding feeling for you, bro, because I was at a point in my trading career where I felt like I had to click the button every single day, and I never could make money. And then what I did was what I do now. As you can see, my patience and my ideas all have to be aligned in order for me to execute. And my P&L skyrocketed because of that. Because the trades you're really waiting for are going to be the higher probability trades that end up drawing faster to your liquidity points. And trust me, your P&L is going to thank you. Yes, can we have made money here? Yes. Yes, we totally could have. Was there a model? There was a model. There definitely was a model. But for me, this 15-minute gap would have been where I got very interested to take any models. Not leaving that gap as a breakaway gap, I guess GG's. But we just, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Like, you could have traded this inversion here. So look, we could have done this. That would have just bagged about 1 to 2 right there. And then you could have done this, which would have been like a 1 to 2, 3. So yeah, there was options, but just not the cleanest delivery at all. Very choppy. My trade was in that 1 minute gap and I missed it and I feel no FOMO. That's a great feeling, man. That's a great feeling to have. Not taking a trade and feeling no FOMO is something you guys all need to start feeling. I feel nothing. I'm numb to the market moving in the direction I know it wants to move. I'm numb. Like, I don't get my setup. I don't really care. Once you start separating the emotions of trading away from the charts and you strictly focus on risk management and your trade models, trading becomes a lot easier. I won't say it becomes easy, it becomes a lot easier. But a lot of people struggle in the industry is their own greed and their own fear, and a lot of human things, just emotions that are really hard to control. Once you guys control that stuff, man, it's going to be very rewarding feeling. So I'm happy you guys are doing that, man. I'm really happy you guys are doing that. I'm all for the day taking my wife and son to Disneyland. Wow, that sounds amazing, bro. I'm super jealous. I just ignored every teacher in class to listen to my mentor. Oh my God, bro. That's so funny. Sorry, Professor. PJ's talking. Can you keep it down, please? Thanks. I think PM is going to hit that 15-minute gap. So wait till then, chat. All right, guys. That's going to be it for me today, man. No trades. Can't do anything about it. That's the market. That's going to happen. There's going to be days where we don't take a trade, man. I'm going to call it here. I'm not really looking to trade down into this premium. Excuse me, into this discount. Just not for us. Not for us, guys. A couple points of interest. If you guys are going to continue trading, I want to mark out here. I guess we'll use this now. There is going to be a 1 hour gap. Well, there is a 1 hour gap up here now. If PM dips into this gap at all later, look to trade out of this 1 hour, 15-minute gap correlation here. Big area that if they're going to leave these lows here, right? If they're going to leave these lows and they come up and they grab this, that would be very interesting to look for an idea to short back into it. If they're just going to drag this lower and lower, I have zero interest in it. There's just no way to trade it. So anyway, guys, have a blessed day. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and we'll see you guys in the next live stream, man. Appreciate y'all. Have a great day.